The human soldier had no idea. The one he helped was actually the Alien Queen. The battlefield was a wasteland of ash and silence. Fire smoldered across the charred plains, casting shadows against twisted wreckage. I had lost contact with my unit hours ago. Alone, injured, and limping through the ruins of what had once been a Nerith city. I was trying to find a way out until I saw her. She was slumped against the remains of a shattered transport ship, her silvery armor scorched, her face bruised and bloodied. Alien, yes, but not like the ones I'd been taught to fear. Her eyes opened when I stumbled closer. Deep violet, glowing faintly even in the smoke. She didn't flinch, didn't beg, just looked at me with quiet defiance. "Please," she said, barely above a whisper. "Help me. I had orders. Shoot on sight. No exceptions." But something about her, the way she clutched her side, the pain in her voice, the sheer exhaustion in her body, it wasn't the face of a soldier. It was the face of someone left behind. I holstered my rifle. 6 hours earlier, Operation Flamewing. The mission was simple. Hit the nearest stronghold and extract any valuable tech. No prisoners, no mercy. We were told the Nerith were planning a counteroffensive. Command wanted it stopped before it started. But everything went wrong. We were ambushed. Communications jammed. Air support vanished. Most of my squad didn't make it out. I ran. Not proud of it, but I ran. They didn't tell us the city was home to civilians. They didn't mention that the Queen herself had been there for peace talks that never happened. They just wanted a clean sweep, back in the present. I dropped beside her and pressed a quick seal med patch to her side. She hissed, but didn't stop me. Her breathing slowed, stabilized. "You don't know who I am, do you?" she said. "No," I replied. She smiled, wry and a little sad. "Good. Name?" "You can call me Sarai." She didn't offer more, and I didn't press. We stayed like that for an hour, me watching the skies, her regaining strength. I had one energy bar left, split it in half, and gave her the bigger piece. She accepted it like a ritual, like it meant something. Maybe it did. 2 years of war. Humans and Nerith had been locked in war since first contact. There were rumors it started over a failed treaty or an ambush gone wrong. No one really knew anymore. All I knew was the body count kept rising, and trust died a long time ago. But sitting beside Sarai, watching her carefully eat a human ration, something cracked open inside me. A question. What if we'd been wrong? The choice. Night fell. I helped her to her feet. She leaned on me, limping badly. "There's an evac point 2 clicks east," I said. "We get there, I can call in a drone and get us out." "You would risk a court-martial for me?" she asked. "I don't care about courts. I care about not watching someone die who didn't deserve to." She looked up at me, her hand tightening on my shoulder. "There's more to me than you know," she said. "I figured," I replied, "still helping you." The ambush. We didn't make it far. A human recon drone spotted us and sent a signal. Within minutes, a squad dropped in, fully armed, weapons raised. "Stand down," the squad leader shouted. "Step away from the Nerith." I stepped in front of her. "She's not a threat," I said. "She's wounded. We help the wounded." "She's not just a Nerith," he growled. "She's a Nerith. That's Queen Sarai, wanted by Central Command, dead or alive." I froze. She stepped forward, bleeding and unarmed. "Let your commanders come, then," she said softly. "I will speak to them myself." "No need," the soldier said, aiming his rifle. "We end it here." He fired, but I was faster. I shoved her out of the way and took the hit to the shoulder. The pain was white-hot, like fire eating through my veins. I collapsed, screaming. The rest was chaos. More shouting, more weapons drawn. And then nothing. Waking up, I open my eyes in a medical chamber. Clean, white, safe, and very, very human. You're lucky to be alive, the nurse said. Shoulders reconstructed. Might still itch when it rains. I sat up. Where's Sarai? The nurse hesitated. She requested to speak to you. Alone. The door opened, and there she was, no longer in rags and burns, but dressed in elegant robes of starlight fabric. Her crown shimmered with living light. I had helped the queen, and now she was staring at me with tears in her eyes. You saved me, she said, even after you knew. I nodded. Didn't matter. You were still someone who needed help. She stepped closer. My people are negotiating with your leaders. You may have started something no soldier ever has. I just wanted to do the right thing. And you did, she said, more than you know. She placed something on the table beside my bed, a small insignia made of Nerith crystal. If peace comes, it will be because you were the first to act like a human and not a weapon. Epilogue, 6 months later. The war ended, not with a bang, not with surrender, but with a handshake. The Queen of the Nerith stood beside the President of Earth's Unified Council as they signed the Celestial Accord. She never mentioned my name in public, but on the back of the accord, carved into the stone monument erected on neutral ground, there was an inscription, to the soldier who saw a queen, not an enemy. May we all be brave enough to see the soul beneath the armor. I never wore a uniform again, but I wore that crystal insignia every day. Because once, I helped a wounded stranger in a war zone, and it turned out she was a queen who changed everything.